Porsche guys, you're putting this on your car brand new and paying over $200 for each of these decals. What are we doing here? I wanted to take a little walk through the Porsche dealership and talk about this. So the manual sticker put on 911s. I mean, back in the day, manual transmissions used to be about, driver engagement. We all basically back in the day didn't even have a choice but to have 911 manuals, right? In the 80s, air-cooled 911s were all air-cooled 911s with manual transmissions. Now there's very few of them. So, the manual didn't really die. It seems with the sticker thing that this thing got turned into like some kind of status symbol. So what's happening? Porsches nowadays are actually pretty rare to get with a manual transmission. Most of these SUVs, they're all automatics. 911s, only 15% of all the 911s that are being sold currently are manual transmissions. These EVs are sweet, by the way. Look at this. I kind of like that one. We got the Tesla at home. And if you go up to like a 911T, 83% of them are manual trans. The GT3s, about half are manual trans. For Boxsters, it's something about like 46% are manual transmission, okay? So not that many. In general, look at these 911s. In general, these manual transmissions are disappearing industry-wide. So, nowadays it seems like manuals aren't even really for drivers. They're more for like flexing. Most of these guys that you see with these little stickers on the back of the quarter window in their new 911T, are they going to drive this car really on a track day or a Cars and Coffee? I don't think so. I think mostly just to show other people that, look at me, I have a manual transmission on this car. In the old world, the old days, manual trans used to be cheaper. They were more raw. They were like enthusiast cars. Nowadays, these things are actually a more expensive option. So you get like bragging rights for this rather than like a performance feel. This decal, to me, this is literal proof of like status signaling. This is not a good trend, man.
Wow, that's a cool decal. Pretty savage. Where'd you get that? It really completes the look.
What's the psychology behind somebody wanting to put the sticker like this on? I've been thinking about this a little bit. Because like I said, a typical guy that's going to a track day, like I've seen guys that have 911 GT3s at track days. We were at Road America last year. There was a couple guys that were almost like door to door banging each other, almost hitting their cars. That's how aggressive they were driving at this track day. That's not a typical 911 GT3 owner. The typical guy is like some YouTuber wannabe type of dude. Has this car like in perfect condition. They never even get it dirty. They just go to Cars and Coffee, right?
Check it out, guys. The brand new GT3 just dropped and it is absolutely insane. Look at this color. It's kind of a sad state of affairs of what's happening with the actual 911 in the Porsche enthusiast world, really. So the Porsche manual, especially the Porsche manual with this new sticker, to me, this is like a new Rolex idea, okay? Where you're just basically trying to like convey luxury, trying to say, hey, look I have money, trying to flaunt wealth. Like for example, like a Rolex mechanical watches, they're objectively worse than an Apple Watch, or why even wear a watch in the first place? We all have, phones with us all the time. And yet these people still want to wear a watch just to show, hey, look, I'm a man of taste. And really you're just trying to show off that you got a couple extra bucks.
Let's just say justice was very profitable today.
This is similar to like the manual transmissions nowadays, right? Like I said, most of these cars are not really driven on the track. The 911T especially, right? The PDKs generally are faster on track and in the real world, like drag racing, etc., right? So, it's not even about the speed. It's more about trying to convey an image rather than enjoy the car. I would guess for a large part of these owners, like the worst option became the more expensive one. So who is this decal for? Like what kind of person would put a decal like this on their car? You know, to me, in my opinion, it's very pretentious. Okay. And, you know, as somebody that's owned, you know, I've owned 3 911s over the years. If I had a Boxster, you know, 944, I've owned a bunch of Porsches. You know, I've owned a bunch of different sports cars. I've raised a bunch of cars for decades. I would never put something like this on my car. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so I mean, who's it for? I mean, what I see is, you know, you're taking this car to a Cars and Coffee. You've got probably your Piloti racing shoes that you drove on the street to a Cars and Coffee, so you're walking around. And then the other guys dressed in similar clothing and with a similar demeanor are walking around admiring your sticker.
Wow, that's a cool decal. Where'd you get that? It really completes the look.
This is not a good look, guys. You know, seriously. You know, if you really cared about driving, why advertise this? You know, seriously. You know, the biggest car enthusiasts I know, you know, they like fun to drive cars. They don't necessarily want a 911T. They just want cars that are fun to drive. You know, Corvette with a manual transmission, you know, GTIs, cars like this, right? You know, they take these cars on track days, they work on them. You know, they build them in race cars sometimes. They definitely develop them for track days. What they do not do is put a $220 sticker on each window to tell the world that I think I'm a real enthusiast because I have a manual transmission car. I mean, at this point, I wanted to give a little bit of a counterpoint. I mean, on the positive note, I mean, manuals are more engaging. I would always take a manual over a PDK every single time. I know PDKs are faster. I've driven them on track. I like them on a track more than I thought I would, but I would always prefer a manual transmission. You know, I mean, Porsche keeping these options alive is an objectively good thing. And again, like I mentioned, the U.S. market is the one that's keeping it alive. There's more demand and more push for in the U.S. for manual transmissions than anywhere in the world, including Germany right now, ironically. So in conclusion, you know, manuals didn't disappear. I mean, they are pretty rare, you know, but they got repositioned as sort of like a luxury product for a very niche market. You know, the manual transmission didn't survive as long as it did because of enthusiasts. It's survived as long as it did, you know, because it became like a very exclusive and higher cost item now on these cars. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video about this sticker. I mean, to me, it's a little bit ridiculous. I can't believe you guys are actually doing this, you know, on these cars. You know, you got a 911, it's nice. I admire you getting a manual transmission car, but putting this kind of decal on your car, I don't know, it sends to me like a wrong kind of signal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative, and like and subscribe. Thanks.
This shifter decal is so detailed. What a great touch. Yeah, it really pops. A perfect custom for the 911. Totally.